All right.
We're going.
Let me do a nice little clap. Welcome to the first episode of the Dumb Smart Podcast. With your host, Jared Alexander.
AJ Baldwin.
We're going to have a good time.
We're going to have a great time.
Talking about the shit we like and the shit we really like. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to have a good time.
We're just chilling.
We're going to get drunk sometimes.
Sometimes.
Might get a little stoned sometimes. I don't know.
Sometimes.
We'll figure
Sometimes.
it out. Stop doing that, dude. All right, well.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it. Drunk driving, dude. How do you feel about it? You got an important message.
Must be.
Looks like a man's buttocks. I'm not sure what that is. I think that about does it for drunk driving. I think we capped that up. It's not fun to be... It's not good nor fun, and I'm not promoting driving at 0.08 or above the legal limit. But I will say, if you can drive at 0.079...
you're going to have a better time.
You're going to have a better time than if you weren't. I mean, I think we all know that. There's no point in acting like we don't. I think we should move on. All right, what's next? You really wanted to talk about the word domestic.
Well, not just
I'm
the
not quite sure
word.
what that means.
I wanted to talk about a lot of things related to domestic.
Talking about domestics, like the rap group with the kids that made Jason Collins. Jason Collins. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not familiar now.
Here, let me show you. Domestics is the best rappers ever. Ooh, that was loud.
Domestics.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
Yeah, of course.
Classic, bro. Where were we? Oh, domestics. So they are the hottest rap group. But your version of domestic, what's that all about?
Well, it's just a wide range of topics. I mean, the biggest one is the occasion, domestication. I would say, like...
Of wolves?
I'm just trying to think, what's the craziest animal that is successfully domesticated? I've been around animals on, like monkeys and... I think there was a peacock or like an emu or something.
A domesticated emu, bro?
Well...
The fuck are you talking about, dude?
They're emu farms.
It's like witchcraft.
But there was a monkey on set one time, and the trainer's just a guy. He's not like a professional animal guy. He's just a guy.
On set where?
At iCarly.
Oh, okay.
The monkey was great. She was awesome.
Fucking Bobcat's descendant, or mountain lion's descendant, immediate descendant, like... They come
Mountain
right
lions
after
and
the
bobcats are not the same thing.
Mountain lions are cougars. Look it up. I'm pretty sure mountain lions are cougars.
Oh, this is the saber-tooth.
They might actually be look it up.
Bro.
Oh, Smilodon, bro. They call these fucking bobcats Smilodons because they just have big old teeth. Yeah, whatever, man. They're the same thing.
They're actually not.
You haven't even Googled it, so you don't even know.
What do you want me to Google?
Are mountain lions bobcats and also cougars? Pretty sure they're like all the same thing. We might have to turn the AC off now. It's getting a little chilly. I know I was bitching earlier, but...
Okay, the mountain lion, also known as a cougar,
here.
puma, panther, or catamount. Bobcats are the most similar relatives of mountain lions. This is according to Iowa.
Oh, they're just little bobcat. They're just little mountain lions.
Yeah, bobcats are
Little cougars.
super small.
Bro, what are all the types of cats, man? Can you Google this? I don't know how to type. I forgot.
You want to know all the types of cats?
All of them. Let's learn them all. What are Siamese the most known cats? Why was it the first thing that popped up?
We got a song we could listen to.
No, fuck that. I don't want to listen to that shit. Guys, stick around to hear us talk about cum tributes along with semen retention.
That's a lot of cats to go through.
Javanese, bro. Go back. That fucking cat was I know. You placed that V with a P, boy.
Has small eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
They're not small. They appear to be closed.
I like that one. La Perm.
Bro, we know. Shout out the ghost of Norm Macdonald.
Shout him out.
Let's talk about dads, dude. You love your dad?
Yeah.
What kind of words would you use to describe your relationship with your dad?
Well, I got two of them.
Yeah.
Not in the gay way, but like I have two dads.
Yeah. Yep.
One of them, I mean, they've both been around since I can
stepfather.
remember. Yes, yeah. There's a stepdad who I spend every day with. He was debatably the nicest human being I've ever met.
Shout out to Howard.
Howard is great.
But let's talk about biology here. Let's talk about genetics.
So
let's talk about what's your dad's name? Robert? Jeff?
You know.
Yeah, let's talk about Jeff. I had to think about it.
I know your dad's name. I just can't pronounce it.
Yeah, casserole.
I can pronounce casserole.
Yeah, it's simple.
My relationship with my dad is like fine. That's probably the word I'd use.
You gotta come on.
I mean, I saw him every day. I would see him all the time as a child. Did I like going over there? Not one bit.
Usually kids don't. I mean,
No.
like, it's more rare that the kid doesn't like going to the dads than the moms.
Yeah. I mean, and that could have just been a...
No. It's more rare that a kid doesn't like going to the moms than the dads. That's what it is. That's what I meant to say.
More rare that they don't like going?
To the moms. It's usually the dad that they don't like going to their house.
Right.
I worded it like a fucking idiot. But
Yeah. Well, also, it's just a thing where, like, most typically you live with your mom more than your dad. Like, usually the dad doesn't have...
It's just because your mom's nicer? Usually?
Dad's got shit to do. Like, banging other chicks.
I fucking slaughter and puss.
Yeah.
But it's the thing I've noticed is that it's usually the dad that's the asshole. And I wonder if it's just, since I've never seen it firsthand, I don't know if the answer is that it's because the moms are the caretakers, they're generally nicer. There are situations where the mom is like a bitch and they don't like, I'm going there and they don't like talking to their mom because they're just kind of like a Karen mom.
Well,
but it's way more rare. I almost never see it. Hey, shout out Jeff Baldwin.
So Saturdays, when I was younger, I was like in sports, doing that most of the day, hanging out with my brothers. Sunday was, I mean, as of recently, or until recently, the Bengals were the worst team that has ever existed.
Shout out Joey B.
Yeah, he's done.
We're going to do a lot of shout outs in this show. There's a lot of good people out there that deserve a shout out. So
1 out of 2.5 days were just him yelling at the TV. So that's what I had to deal with.
So he was a Bengals fan. He grew up in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Okay. He was born there?
Yeah.
Your mom, did they meet in Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to...
AJ's a bastard child, in case no one knew that. So if you ever hear me call him a bastard, it's much funnier than just calling your friend a bastard. There's some truth.
Yeah, that's not okay.
I think it's funny still, but it's not as funny.
Well, no. Just calling them a bastard when they're not.
That's a little bit funny. It's a funny word, you bastard.
It is a fun word.
It's a fun word. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think are the pros and cons of having your biological father?
It's just.
Wait. And I worded that question poorly. What do you think are like the worst things like that you took from your dad traits? Because I know the worst things for me is like my ego and my impatience. They're like the opposite of my mom, and they're exactly my dad.
Yeah. No, my short temper.
Short temper and probably drinking too, yeah?
That's everybody in my family.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right, yeah. We have a few.
Allegedly. Listen.
I drink too. I'm not saying I drink a lot. I'm just...
Yeah, no, I'm moving on from that topic.
No, we're going to... It's going to be a recurring topic. If I have issues with drinking, you do too. There's no way. It's just me.
There will be episodes of this where all we do is drink.
Yeah, that's one of the things, by the way, guys, we're going to do is probably once every 2 months, we're just going to get wasted. We're just going to drink a 6-pack of a local brewery and rate it. It's going to be a fun time.
4-pack.
But yeah, we'll still drink them.
Well, they're usually higher percentages.
Drink them, get drunk. You know what I mean? And now I know no one thinks that I'm cool. You know what I mean?
No.
It's fucking...
Did you just make that up?
It's Bartender, bro. I had to think about which T-Pain song it was.
Oh, so,
I'm at the bar with her. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good song.
Shout out T-Pain.
Shout out T-Pain. And shout out the Bartender, dude. For sure.
Yeah. All of them?
No.
Just the song?
But the one.
The one from
that one, yeah.
Yeah.
That one Bartender.
I know what you're talking about. No, easily the worst thing I've inherited from my dad is, impatience, short temper.
No, yours is, when I say impatience, it's different. My dad is impatient, but he's not technically short-tempered. He gets angry quick, but it's because it's more things that are out of his control than things that are just like stupid and they piss him off. Like peeves. Like he'll be like, the printer isn't printing fast. Or like one time when I was a kid, I was trying to print a picture of like, do you remember Nick Teen? And they had like in between the episodes, they'd have like the game show and all the kids would be there and they'd like pull things from the wall.
Yeah.
So one time, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing, but I was like printing off an image screenshot of like one of those.
Of the game show?
Yeah, upstairs at my parents' house. And my dad was printing off checks because that's what he did. For some reason, he'd print off checks like all the time. He was always printing off checks. And it used a lot of ink.
Is that like illegal?
No, it was... I don't think it's illegal, no. I think it was legal. I think the checks worked, but...
Like real checks?
Yeah, they were real
like
checks.
Fake checks?
No, they were real checks. But, so I'm printing off this picture of this Nickelodeon episode for some reason. And same time my dad's printing the checks, and they go to the same printer at the same time. And they print with color. So my dad's checks all have this picture, like the host from the Nickelodeon show on them. And I'm like sitting there at the other computer upstairs and I just hear my dad, what the heck? And it just starts and I'm like, oh shit, what just happened? And he's like, Jared, what is this? And I'm like, oh, like I just wanted to print this. He's like, why do you do this? What is this? And I was like, couldn't even get a word out, dude. Just started yelling at me so hard.
Were these checks like a one-off? He couldn't reprint them?
No, I think the problem was...
The wasting of ink?
Yeah. I think that was the thing. I think I really don't know. I was so young. I just remember being in so much fear.
I'm sure he didn't tell you the real problem. He just yelled at you.
No, and it was like a one-off thing. Like I like ran away from upstairs. I like sprinted away from upstairs. I could hear him yelling in the distance, like getting louder and louder. And then by the time he came down to watch CNN for the night, he had completely forgotten about it. Did not even mention it one more time.
Yeah, that happens.
Which is something I would say in my dad's older age, he would not do that. My dad would stew on something and he'd not keep it in. He'd literally speak out loud about how upset he is for like solid 3 hours.
It's gotten worse?
Yeah, way worse.
My dad's gotten better about that. He'll let shit go a lot quicker.
Oh, dude, my dad like never lets shit go these days.
I would like, if I pissed my dad off one day, I would go down and be like, you want to watch the Reds game together? And he'd be like, get out of my fucking sight.
Wait, why the Reds?
It's Cincinnati.
Oh, you talking about because he's mad at you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my dad...
I try to like bond with him. Talk about his interests.
I'll come home drunk like... I came home drunk like one time when I was living there last year. And dude, like I could have not drank for a month after that every single night. Like, Jared, you do not need to go get drunk every night, honey. You're drunk till you can't control yourself. And I'm like, dude, I'm playing video games right now. I'm doing nothing. I'm
not drinking.
I'm not even drinking it. I'm drinking water. He just never lets it go. He sees one thing he disagrees with and he never forgets it.
I do have a question.
What's up?
It could have just been a joke.
Oh, we're drinking beers now, by the way. Even though we're having technical difficulties, we're drinking beers.
I've allegedly been drinking beers the whole time. However, your father, for a lot of our childhood, would say that I'm illegal.
Everyone's illegal.
Why is that?
Before I answer that question, because I'm not sure if I even have the answer to that question, I will say this. With my dad, shout out Khosrow Nimatalahi.
I knew it wasn't casserole.
Yeah, shout out Khosrow. With my dad, there's no legal. Things are not legal. You're never legal.
Never?
What you are is for the law. You're either illegal or you're for the law. So if my dad likes something, it's for the law. And if it's illegal, it's illegal.
But that's essentially legal.
Yeah. I've never heard my dad say the word legal, but I've heard my dad refer to things as for the law. He'll be like, Jared, are you for the law? And I'd be like, nah. And
but he knows what legal is because stuff is illegal.
Yeah. I mean, he knows what it is. It's just, my dad's a madman. He doesn't think the same way anyone else I've ever met does. He's crazy. Well, and by the way, we're going in on our dads and talking about the worst thing we've adapted from him, but I love my father. He's the best.
But the whole reason I'm able to stay out here is because of my dad.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, because he busted. He busted a nut.
Well, that's the reason I'm alive. I'm saying now
staying
in Los
out
Angeles.
here on his earth thing, on his life thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, all of life. Yeah. Is because of
you, man. Shout out Kid Cudi. But anyways, back to this. For the law versus illegal. Something my friends never knew growing up. Being called illegal. My American friends, at least, never knew growing up being called illegal or
that'd be me.
being called for the law. Yeah, you, Josh, everyone. It's not law. It's not American law. It's the Islamic law. Did you know that?
What am I doing to break the Islamic law?
Everything breaks the Islamic law.
Oh.
Like anything that Americans do on a regular basis breaks the Islamic law.
So you're illegal.
I'm illegal right now. I'm drinking alcohol. I'm illegal.
Your dad's illegal.
My dad, what? He's not drinking alcohol right now.
Not right now, maybe.
No, my dad's illegal. He definitely is illegal. If I told him he was illegal too, he'd agree. He'd be like, most illegal doctor possible never made. He knows he's illegal. But it's Islamic law. Like, I don't even know if my mom knows that, really.
Well, yeah, because according to him, it seems like everything is illegal.
Which?
Laughing?
Not for the law.
This is illegal right here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. This might be for the law. This whole podcast might be for the law. But yeah, so what was the question? Why are you illegal? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, no, I got it now.
Yeah, I think that's the answer. I'd have to ask him.
I think everything about my life is illegal then.
I may say that.
Under those circumstances.
Yeah, a lot of things. Me too. I may say that and be like, oh, that's what he means. But if you ask my dad, he may be like, no, it's just that I will convert you to powder. You know what I'm saying? Just some madness that makes no sense. It's maybe much simpler to him.
He also sings in his own language.
Dude, the craziest stuff was living back at my parents' house for that last year and a half or whatever. Like, the nights, my dad and I would both look forward to, just sitting on the porch at the end of the night, just chiefing a doob and drinking some wine.
Yeah, see, that's illegal.
Dude, so illegal.
Yeah.
And I know.
That's legally illegal.
I know he looked forward to it too. I know he did because he would text me when I was at work and you know what I'm saying? Do you want to hang out like this? My dad would never do that. When we were just sipping, shooting the shit, it was more like a friend finally.
Yeah.
And my dad only had that. My dad and Justin really had that.
Because they would go out.
Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah.
My dad, for a while, Justin was my dad's best friend, for straight up. And kind of vice versa. Dads have this special relationship with their sons where it's no dynamic. There's no other dynamic like that, the father-son dynamic.
No. Well, dads are great. Shout out to Jeff Baldwin.
Shout out to Jeff
Baldwin. Casserole. Again,
try saying my dad's name, bro. Try saying his real name.
Say it.
Can you do it?
Khosrow.
But
Khosrow.
Yeah, Khosrow. It's
Nimatalahi.
Khosrow Nimatalahi.
Khosrow Nimatalahi.
Yeah, you got it, basically. So we kind of just been bullshitting, but on this show, we're going to have some segments, some reoccurring things. If they go, we got a lot of ideas, but if they go well, we're going to keep them. And if they don't go well, we're not, obviously. Do you want to describe Escalator Pitch?
Yeah. One that definitely will stick around, at least for these first few weeks, is the Escalator Pitch. Now, You've heard of the elevator pitch, I'm sure. Common term used for a short little pitch for a movie, an idea, business, anything. These will all be movies or TV shows, I guess. And as far as the escalator goes, it's a little bit shorter than elevator. So these are like 1-2 sentence.
A little bit quicker.
A little quicker. Get to the point. I don't want to hear all that.
Get to the point already, you bitch.
So
that's what we think in our heads when we're writing these.
We'll be writing escalator pitches every week. These will be movies mostly, but it'll be 1-2 sentences. Get straight to the point, and we'll discuss them after. We'll see what we like about them, what we don't like. Can delve into a bit more of each one.
Some of them may be bad, but I'm gonna say right now.
Well, they'll be bad ones.
I'm digging the 2 I have written for this week and next week. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of them will be fucking gold. You can make gold out of anything.
I don't know about gold, but it'll be something.
Look, you make diamonds from coal, right?
Yeah.
Pressure.
You can make you could wrap shit in tinfoil and send it to the Queen of England to wear as earrings.
There you go.
Put fish hooks on them.
That's an escalator pitch right there.
Nah, that is a joke in Zoolander. Shout out Jerry Stiller.
Dude.
Shout out Jerry Stiller. Dude.
Shout out Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Shouting out a lot of ghosts today.
Dude, we gotta fuck with the ghosts.
A lot of comedy legends are ghosts, though.
Gotta fuck with the ghosts, man. Yeah, all right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Oh, I'll go first.
Okay, you do that.
I think mine's probably shorter than yours.
Okay. That's probably accurate, if I had to guess.
All right. Now, this is we can go... Do you want to give like a genre before the pitch? Any information, or just go straight into the pitch?
I think the way I've written is that the pitch... The way I've written mine is like it's tells itself.
Well, I'll just preface. Mine could be either straight...
Do whatever you want, yeah.
Mine could either be like a dark comedy, could be a straight horror.
Okay.
So a man famous for a viral clip at a sporting event gets kidnapped as a plan to become the first ever piece of human memorabilia.
All right, say that one more time.
A man that became famous from a viral clip at a sporting event gets kidnapped as a plan to become the first ever piece of human memorabilia.
Like a living?
Yeah. So you know the guy that caught the foul ball at the Cubs game?
Yeah.
And he became like the most hated person in Chicago?
Will he steal it from a kid or something?
No, he caught it and it was like in play.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
he was with this kid, right? It was a black dude?
This guy was by himself.
Oh,
there is a more recent one.
I saw that recently, yeah. And he was like, my bad, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, damn, he can't be that hated. That's not fair.
So, but this person does something that's a bit more appreciated, and like they become like at least a city legend. In this case, they become national recognition for this thing that they do at a sporting event.
Famous, yeah.
Yeah,
for a good reason.
Famous in relation to what they did for this sports team. So then they become collected into this like creepy billionaires collection of what will now become human memorabilia.
And so he's the first one, but what else kind of stuff does this guy, what other memorabilia does the purchaser collect?
He collects all memorabilia.
Like,
but this is the first piece of human memorabilia. He's collected everything. He's collected game balls. He's collected from like all sporting events. He's collected like nets from like basketball and like soccer.
What if like the beginning of the movie, before the guy goes to the basketball game or goes to the game, not the baseball game or whatever.
Any sport.
Before he goes on the news, there's like, oh, and this woman from this viral clip is like in the news today, this and that. And then like when the guy gets sold, and he's going into like where he's going to be stored, he like sees like a place for her or like sees like her already there.
Good. I mean, yeah,
something like that. So, yeah, I like that idea.
It's pretty like dark comedy or horror.
Yeah.
Because it's a little
and I can't think of anything that's quite like that.
Horror. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I just like the term human memorabilia.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I feel like at this point that should be a thing almost, like, not should be.
What the fuck?
Allegedly.
Dude? What the fuck are you talking about?
But
dude?
like, that's almost a thing. because most of
if
what
someone
you
like stored a
see-
person's shit, would that be like human memorabilia? It's like from a human. Like I'm thinking of that episode of South Park where they're all trying to get Tom Brady's biome, and it's like all stored in like jars in his
came
basement.
from a human. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
He like doesn't flush his shits. He just stores them all in the closet.
No, that's exactly it.
So
Maybe that
shit.
could be part of it.
Shit could be a
Yeah.
Maybe that could be
Like
part of the humor.
a
Like
baseball player's like spit cup.
yeah, or like in the when he's walking in the memorabilia, like the memorabilia room lair. It's like some person's shit.
Yeah. He could be working to like clone people from like game baseballs that he's collected. You know what I mean?
Clone people from game
Like from their
baseballs?
DNA. Like if they had like blood, spit.
On a baseball?
Yeah, you spit on a baseball, get it to slide more.
Do people do that?
Weirdos.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
That's not a thing in baseball. Google it.
It is. It is. It is.
Prove it.
Well, they use other substances, but you could use spit.
Other substances.
You know what I mean?
You talking about semen retention? Because that's the next topic, guys.
Look,
You better be ready for that one. Yeah, I'll be honest too. That's not really if they're using cum as.
all right. While I look
slide
this
out
up,
for-
you get your escalator
Oh, I'm ready,
pitch
bro.
ready.
I know mine already. Up by back of my fucking hand. Did you just fart? You just fucking pooped on camera, dude.
We should have a fart mic though at some point.
You want to hear us fart? Want to fart on the
Yeah,
mic?
Fart mic.
Dude, that's insane.
Well, I can't find it, but they do use other fluids to make the baseball better, go better, fly better.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That sounds like some baseball cap. You know what I mean?
And that is the level of humor we're getting here.
Baseball cap. All right, let me tell you mine. I'm pretty excited about this. Maybe I shouldn't be though. All right, movie title is The Trip.
Okay.
The plot is that a family goes on a camping trip to find out that they are actually to be sacrificed to alien gods by the hosts of the trip. The hosts, might I add, are like family friends, longtime family friends.
So it's one family going with another family.
Yeah. All the kids.
So it's like 8 people total,
Yeah.
and the hosts are the aliens, or they're working with the aliens.
They're working with the aliens. They're working for the aliens. They're sacrificing these people, and it's a horror. And so it's like, yeah, pretty fucked up. They chase
So it's
them.
kind of like what we watched the other night. The
See,
ritual.
It's kind of like that. Remember when I said that the other night? I was like,
Kinda,
oh, this is
yeah.
kind of like that plot.
So like the weird Norwegian people at the end of the ritual that like give sacrifices
Yeah.
to.
But it wouldn't be.
So this other family, did they just encounter the aliens at some point? And they're like, hey, don't kill us. We'll just get you other people to kill.
Just spitballing, I would say that maybe the father like encountered them as a kid, and then like when there's this backstory that they explain where like the father got the mother on board.
They've had a long-term relationship with
the
these
father has had a
aliens.
long-term relationship that's turned into a long-term relationship, lifelong relationship with the kids. So maybe they
to
don't. Yeah.
sacrifice other families.
Yeah.
So
potentially.
the father's done this several times of the other
yeah.
of the host family.
Sure. Yeah. I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, that would be better. And
And
so
this is straight horror.
yeah, I think probably. Yeah, I can't think of anything funny about that. I think it'd maybe be better. I think it would be like a horror sci-fi, really. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't quite know what the twist is yet.
Well, it could be that it's just you don't like you go into it, you know it's a horror, but you don't
Yeah.
know exactly what the horror is. Like you don't know what
Yeah, like the trailer would.
antagonist is. So
The trailer would have someone assume that it's just like people going into the forest
Right.
and there's murders.
and like the kids of the non-host family, like the family that we follow, could be like something's wrong here. Something is going on in this
Yeah.
forest wherever
Parents
their
don't wanna
campsite
listen.
is. And they're like, look, I know you don't like from the get-go, the kids don't want to go. They're like, we don't like this family. We're not trying to spend 2 weeks, a month out of our summer.
The dad should be like college friends.
Yeah.
So like this other dude has known the dad for
Yeah.
a long time.
And he's like, look, And he can be like, look, Ted, fuck you, Ted.
Fucking sad.
My friend from college, he's been going here with his family for decades. Yeah. Like they've been going on this trip. I meant to go on it with him when we were in college.
No, for 25 years.
Yeah. He was like, he invited me in college and I would
never do anything to put us in harm's way.
Yeah. He's like, and if there was something wrong, he would know. Like he's been to these woods for decades.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Very familiar with that.
And then 45 minutes, an hour into the movie, we realized the host family are the antagonists.
So like in The Ritual the other day, I was thinking like that one dude who got murked first. I was like,
right, yeah, he was
spoilers, like, spoilers by the way. Don't listen to this if you're gonna watch The Ritual. But yeah, the guy who gets murked first, I thought for a second that
he was in
like,
on it.
Yeah.
Of
so
course.
I was like, oh fuck,
because he was like, we should go through here.
This is about to be my fucking movie.
No, I like that idea. It's good. It's got a lot of potential.
You know what? I'm just gonna knock out 2 real quick.
I think it's easy to go for it. Go for it.
What are you gonna say? I think it's easy to what?
I think it's easily producible.
I care about what you have to say.
Country roads.
All right. Anyways, all right.
To the place
I belong.
West Virginia. You know, real quick.
Yeah.
We don't have to go into this, but you know he's not talking about West Virginia.
He's talking about Denver, right? He's John Denver, right?
Well, it is John Denver. Yeah.
He only sings about Denver, I thought.
He's talking about the western part of the state of Virginia, not the state of West Virginia. Right?
Yeah, what a fucking chode.
All right, let's hear your next pitch.
What a fucking pussy fart that guy was. You know what I mean?
Shout out John
What
Denver.
a pussy fart. Shout out John Denver. All right. Anyways, so I'm just going to go for it. Here's the other one I came up with today. Not today, but the other day. Movie's called Intrusive Thoughts.
Okay.
A man is never entirely bothered by the vivid daydreams of his intrusive thoughts until they begin to act as premonitions.
Okay. And this is another horror? Or
it would be like a thriller. It'd be like a hyper reality thriller.
But taken very seriously. Like the premonitions are
it would be fucking Rush.
Graphic.
Yeah. It'd be like super, super graphic. Like the daydreams are super graphic. That's why vivid it's like fucking
but not like happiness.
Like, do you remember in that one podcast where they're talking about the Barnes and Noble's whipping out her titties, the cashier?
Yeah.
It would be like that. Like he's at the grocery store buying.
Okay, but that's comical.
No, it's weird.
Sure.
If it's like an old woman who's like 80 years old, it's weird.
But you've seen Happiness, right? We watched Happiness.
Yeah, I've seen Happiness. And it gets funny, yeah. It's funny because it's based off premises.
It's very dark, but it's funny.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it wouldn't be like that. It would be like a good time.
Okay.
With a little bit more confusion.
Okay.
More like pauses, and the confusion would be like stagnant, whereas like you're like.
No, I like the premonition aspect to it. I like.
And every day people have thoughts like, what if I just fucking.
Sure.
Stabbed this fucking person next to me and just killed them brutally.
I think that all the time.
All these things happen. You're like, oh, I would go to prison, I'd die in jail, and I'd go to the court, and all these things.
At least that person would be dead.
Yeah, and so it's like a person has this thought,
and then it happens.
And then in reality, and then like one thing happens, and he's like, he thinks like, what if my sister died this way? Like, what if? And then like it happens. He gets a call like the next morning or something, and it's like there was an accident, like your sister was brutally beaten by John, her boyfriend or husband or some shit.
I will say there is the Sandy B movie called Premonition.
I've seen Premonition, but that's like come on, Sandy B. That movie sucks.
It's a bad movie, yeah.
That movie sucks.
We love you. Shout out Sandy B.
Shout out Sandy B, you hot bitch. I'd take you for a slice of pizza any day.
I would tell you that you're a phenomenal actress. You're very good.
But yeah, that's Intrusive Thoughts.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think they're
like
solid.
Your idea as well too. Remind me what it was again. It was
a person goes famous.
The human memorabilia.
Human memorabilia.
Yeah.
Probably working title just memorabilia
or humorium.
That's a good one.
I was kidding.
It's a mouthful.
It's a
but that's a good one.
It's a mouthful of money. But yeah,
Like Sandy B.
like Sandy B. Shout out Sandy B.
So yeah, I think those are 3 solid escalator pitches.
Fucking IPAs, man. Hopefully it'll get better. Hopefully we can just add more stuff.
It will get better. It will get worse.
I have every idea for any movie, any joke, in 2 places: about to fall asleep or in the shower.
Well, today's day, that's where your mind shuts off.
When I was working nights, I'd have thoughts like that constantly because no one to talk to.
Exactly,
You're just in your head constantly.
When I was working late shifts, that's all I would do. I would be at my computer. I'd be watching something for a bit, and then I'd just zone out and be like.
We're going to go on to another segment. We're hopefully going to continue. We'll see if it works. But this one is, which one was this?
I don't know. Which one are you trying to do?
It was, Egypt shark, which is a topic.
Yeah, no. Okay. To end off this episode, I'm sure this is a clip that most people have seen.
By the way, just say on our notes for this episode, this is just Egypt shark. So
yes,
let's see what Egypt shark's all about.
To those who have seen it, you'll know exactly what that means. No disrespect to the dead, even if you get eaten by a shark.
Shout out to the ghosts.
Shout out to all ghosts. It's awful. This is the most horrifying clip, and I've been afraid of sharks my entire life.
Would you?
I don't like sharks.
You hate water, yeah.
So I grew up going to Massachusetts, and there would be sandbars like a quarter mile out from the beach.
That's where the sharks get drizzy drunk.
Exactly. I would swim there as a young child, almost got swept out to sea several times. However, I did not care. I literally could have cared less. It was one year when I was about 10, 11 years old. I was watching Shark Week, and the beach where we would swim out to these sandbars.
Shout out to Shark Week.
They filmed a special where they tracked a shark that was going right in between the beach and this sandbar. And it was a great white. It was about 20 to 30 feet long. And I don't think I went in the water ever since. I mean, look, I'll go underwater and I just see a shark attacking me.
You hate that shit, dude.
Dude, you know the sensation of like when you close your eyes in the shower and you like see somebody behind you? Like that's
but I'll tell you what I do is I have a problem with falling down in the shower. I do it like once a year.
You fall?
Yeah, I just have bad like blood circulation, I think maybe. So like I'll close my eyes. It also is a long hair thing. Like when I wash my hair, I tilt my head back and I close my eyes. So when I do that, I just like lose balance and I'll just fucking fall backwards. I've done it in like every house I've ever lived in. Unfortunately, it sucks. It's scary as shit when it happens.
That's awful.
Rip down the curtains. It's not good.
No, you could die from that.
I mean, I didn't die.
No, you're here.
But I happened.
Anyway, this is a much more rational fear than
Egypt shark,
falling over in the shower.
Can you get rid of the notifications thing? It bugs me.
It's gone.
It's not gone. Why is it so quick?
So, I want to say this is a tiger shark.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. No, this is absolutely horrific.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
He's still alive? Swimming?
For right now.
Oh my God!
It's awful.
Oh my God!
How much of his body is there, you think?
I don't know.
Oh my God! What is this?
Oh, he's dead now.
Oh my God!
Oh, he's dead now.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Dude, if I was saying oh my God that much, I wouldn't still be filming.
No, exactly. It's insane that so many people are just standing there filming it, watching it.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, but like, fuck,
No,
dude.
of
I'd be
course not.
scarred if I saw that in real life.
No, I'm saying it's hard not to watch because it's insane. It's like you've never seen this fully captured on video.
Bro, did I ever tell you?
But it is horrific.
One time I was in Sanibel Island, I think, and I was swimming way out, like fucking 200 yards out. Just having a merry old time. The next day on the news, there was a shark attack the day prior at Sanibel Island.
So the day that you were swimming?
Yeah. And that day, I got out of the water because I thought I saw, what's that fin called? The top fin? What's the top fin called? Look it up.
Top fin? I don't know.
The top fin. It's like areola fin or some shit like that.
Dorsal?
Dorsal fin. Yep. Saw a dorsal fin.
Mm.
Yeah.
You saw the
A
area?
little spooky. Yeah, I saw its tits.
Damn.
Saw its little titty fin.
Well, yeah, don't swim in the ocean ever.
I didn't like watching that video, but I felt like I needed to. That's how I feel with all bad shit like that, dude.
Yeah.
It's like every time I see a kid get his face stomped in or something, like curb stomped on the ground, I'm like, man, I didn't want to see that, but I kind of needed to. Made me, it enlightened me.
Sure.
To something I didn't previously was unaware was happening.
I would say darkened, but yeah. Well,
But if you made it this far, you're the best, and we love you.
we do.
Thank you for watching the Dumb Smart Podcast, and we have a little tagline here that we're not able to use quite yet, but
A version of it.
we're gonna start a version. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah. I would, well, one, yeah, thank you for making it this far, and thank you for coming.
Yeah, baby, we've gone. Baby, we have gone.